So what does it mean today to be part of the Enactus network, and why are these connections so important?
And I'm really amazed that to answer this, we can welcome on stage the Talent Partner Director of Randstad Italia, and from this year, the Vice President of Fondazione Enactus Italia, Brunella Airaudo.
So welcome, Brunella. And yeah, to kick things off and officially open this day, we want to ask you, so what does it really mean to be part of the Enactus network, and why connections are so important?
Yes, thank you, Anna-Sof. Good morning to everyone. To you, my warmest welcome to this event, and thank you for being here today. Well, I believe that the answer to your question lies in the deep purpose of Enactus. It is directly tied to our mission. Our mission in Enactus is everywhere in the world to join forces in order to educate, to inspire, and to support next generation in innovating and using entrepreneurship to make real change, so that young change makers can be put in action, in real action. This purpose is built upon our core values that we share. We are proud to share everywhere in the world. Summarizing, they are integrity, passion, and collaboration. The word of collaboration makes come to our mind how there is one pillar that is important the most in Enactus program, and it is people. People are the pillars of Enactus everywhere. And if you talk about pillars, Enactus pillars, we have to immediately think of the two pillars that from here, for many years, have made growth Enactus. And let's give a huge applause to Francesca Chiesa and Alessa Baratto. Please come here. Woo! This is the entire Italian Enactus team that makes all this happen today and during the year. Thank you. Thank you. So, the most important pillar in Enactus is people, the ones that every year join Enactus, and every one of you sitting in this room today. When we talk about people today, we want to give value to the fact that today we are here in person, not in one of our usual video meetings. So let's start making this community a bit dynamic. I invite each one of you to do something right now, to turn around you, to find the closest person that you don't know yet, and to just simply shake hands. Shake hands, introduce yourself, and share the reason you are here today.
Vale anche per noi. Scambiamoci un segno.
But you know each other. You know each other.
No, we know each other. Okay. Shaking hands is powerful. Shaking hands is really powerful. We are not in times of COVID, luckily, and so we think that it's very important to come across the differences, overcome the differences, and to just build a sense of belonging. And Actus is just it. To help you doing this, we wish that you keep going doing this all day long. There is something for you that comes directly from an idea of one student of an Actus, Carl Harvey Nardo, that imagined and helped this connection through this card. Every one of you was provided with this card upon arrival. And so we kindly ask you to read the text written on the card and just follow the insights that are written in order to make connections all day long. Now let's go to the pillars. We said that the people are the best pillar in an Actus. And let's start from the students. Students, dear students, this moment is for you. You are spark in every step of an Actus, and mostly today. You are part of a huge community of more than 50,000 students in more than 30 countries all around the world. You have followed a path, a rigorous path, common in every country around the world. You start by build a team, found a challenge and an impact solution, put the idea into action through prototyping and testing. By doing this, you learned and experienced some technical skills, but above all, competence like courage, problem solving, vision, creativity, and many others. And these competences are key to the world of work, more increasingly today and in the future. We know that you've gone through late nights and weekends spent on prototyping and on presentations, but okay, you are here, you have overcome also the days where you managed your exam, your university exam, but you are here and you are successful here. Among you, there are the winners of this competition, but you already won the best experience to be the new change makers in an Actus and in the world. So our wish is to go on and may success be with you. And now I turn to our other pillars that are, as mentioned, our mentors, our faculty advisors, our partners, and our judges. The students are the energy, and you all are the fertile ground that can empower the energy and the potential of the students. We truly want to thank each one of you for investing your time, your resources, and for your dedication to the program and the students. We firmly believe that as individuals, professionals, and business is about building a purpose that goes beyond money and profit. It is about belonging to a common cause and helping current and future generations learn and thrive. These are our partners. our funding and corporate partners above, who support the program throughout the year, as well as those who are vital to this day competition. A heartfelt thank to each one of you for your cooperation. In particular, I want to express a special thanks to those who invited here in Reggio Emilia to this 2026 national competition. Please help me welcome to the stage with a big round of applause Francesca Baldi, Vice Chairman of Baldi Finance SPA, and Enrico Reggiani, Chief Financial Officer at Clevertech SPA. Okay. Thank you so much for inviting us here and to make all of this possible, to come to this wonderful land full of entrepreneurship, education, hospitality, and good food. Here I am the connector. We will give our students the voice to ask you a question. And so I ask to the winner of the last year competition to ask you a question. They are fresh back from the World Cup in Bangkok last year. So I ask the team from University of Udine and University of Statale di Milano. Where are you guys? It's over to you now. Please stand up.
So
Okay.
I'll kick things off here. So I'm here with Ethan for the Enactus Uni Udine team. And you have a question for Enrico, right? That's the microphone.
Well,
Sorry.
what's the most difficult challenge you had to face in your career?
Thanks a lot for the question, first of all. And one question for me. So did you win last year, the World Cup?
No, the World
Cup. Let's hope that this year it will be better. So because we want to win. Guys, it's 10 years that we are competing. We never win one time in the World Cup. So,
Ethan,
okay, so this year has to be the right year. So
you will need it.
So, by the way, thanks a lot for the question. So it's very difficult to say what is difficult or not difficult for making the job that you have selected for your life. So, from one side, I would say that it's absolutely important to have the knowledge of what you do. And the knowledge you develop into the university or in any kind of study that you have done. But when you start to work, you will start from zero, okay? You need to learn everything. So, in the first part of your career, for me, it's important that you learn from the other, learn from the person that have more experience for you. Don't try to be expert of something only because you have studied it, because theory is very different from practice. So, first important topic is learning a lot, and learning also for me that I'm in the same company in the last 20 years. Every day I'm learning something from the other. The most important difficult part for me to develop a company and to grow a company is to try to understand people, to try to understand the person that are part of our organization. Because without the right person, you can do anything in your life. Don't trust and don't believe in people that they say they can grow an organization without the support of anybody. So they are lying, okay? So without the help of the right person, you will never reach any target. And in your career, you need to remember an important topic, okay? To avoid any kind of excuses, okay? Because you will see in an organization which there are different departments, different person, okay? You will never find a person that will take the full responsibilities of the problem. You will always find people that they find responsibility of the right thing that they have done, okay? And this I don't like. So in my company, we worked a lot to try to divide the responsibility to the right person, okay? Because if you are in a meeting and there are people of different departments, every people is expert of the problem of the other department, okay? Even if they have never spent one day of their life making the job of the others, okay? But they have the full knowledge of the problem of them. But when you ask, what are the problems of your department? They say, we don't have problem, okay? We don't have problem. And that is something that you need to avoid. This I understood also when, so I practice sport, not in a high level, I tell you, but it was part of a team, okay? When you were losing, okay, every time is the problem of something other, okay? It's the problem of the referees, it's the problem of the people, or the supporter, everybody. It's never your fault, no? So this has to change. So this is the biggest advice that I want to give you to your life, okay? Take the full responsibility of what you do, okay? Never say that you didn't reach a target because other person didn't allow you to do it, okay? Be very responsible, and I think that Enactus is this, okay? So here you have the space to show us what you can do and what you would like to do. When you decided to attend Enactus, you decide to say, okay, I have one possibility to become world champion, okay? I have one possibility. I have one possibility in my life to say what I like, okay? And I want to reach this target, even if there are troubles, even if there are problems, even if I don't have enough time for doing it. But if you are here now, spending 2 days of your time here to show us what you want to do, okay? That makes that you are taking responsibilities of what you are doing. And for me, that is really, really important, okay? So, just to finish, just to tell you how Enactus is important for us. So, I'm supporting this organization the last 10 years, okay? I'm doing another job every day, but I'm still supporting this because I want to see the people that are growing. I want to see understanding how are you thinking now, because I'm older than you, okay? So, but this continuous contamination is important also for the job of every day that we have to do. So it's, I want to thank you, everybody, for coming here. I want to thank you at the organization, Brunella and Alessia and Francesca, that they did a lot of job in these days. And thanks for spending the full day together. And I'm really curious to see the project that you are showing us today. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Enrico Reggiani. Thank you. The other question.
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm here with Marinella from Enactus Unimi, and I guess you have a question for Francesca, right?
Yes, I do. Thank you. My question is, what practical advice would you give to us young students to navigate the transition from years and years of theoretical studies into actual practical work in a company?
Okay, thank you very much. So as you see, I have a paper because someone told me the question before, and because I want to focus on some advices. I have 8 advices, but it will take a very short time. First of all, I want to congratulate all participants because really you are the future for us. I'm a lawyer and a professional, and I work with CPAs, so Baldifani is a financial advisory, and we are also, of course, a professional firm. But nonetheless, our future for the future of the companies and also the professional firms is in your hand. So it's important, Enactus, as soon as Enrico told us about Enactus and say, why don't you join Enactus in terms of partnership? And we say yes, and definitely we want to organize it in Reggio Emilia because it's important to have the oldest people, the student, and the future entrepreneurs of Italy and also in the world. So it's very important. And you see, Reggio Children is the first step of the student, you know. And I'm still and I'm also in the board of Reggio Children because it's important to give something back to the territory and to the people. So having said that, then I try to reply to your question. Which is simple but very important. So my first answer is do not abandon theory, never, but do not hide behind it, because theory matters, yes, but of course it gives you structure, languages, method, discipline, everything. But without the practice in the real world, you won't succeed. And so first piece of advice is learn to translate ideas into action. That is what in Enactus you're doing, because the most important skill for me is action, practice, turn into practice, turn into a real idea. So because the vague ideas die quickly and the clear action have a chance. So if you have also an idea and you train yourself to ask the first concrete step, which is who is on it, who is the deadline, what the result is expecting. So these are the questions that you have to answer in order to become more practical in your job. Second best practice, second piece of advice is become proactive before someone gives you permission. So university, the path is really often very structured. It is syllabus, deadline, exam, professor, and grade. But in business, the path is often less clear. So no one will tell you exactly what to do next. No one will notice the problem immediately or will give you a perfect instruction. So, and this is where proactivity matters. Being proactive means seeing a gap and taking responsibility, as you said, Enrico, for moving it forward. Third piece of advice is learn to lead, even before you are official a leader. So leadership is not a job title, it's a behavior. And a leader is not simply the loudest person in the room or the person who dominates every discussion or the person who takes all the credit. The leader, a good leader, creates direction, clarity, and energy for the other. So leadership is not only who the person, leader is not only the person who organizes the task, but the person who helps others grow. So think about the team, what we are doing here in Enactus. Fourth piece of advice is fall in love with the problem, not with your first solution. So this is really difficult because in general, when you work hard on a project, you think you are attached to your solution and you think that you have to defend it because it is like as if it belongs to you. But in the real world, they don't care about how attached you are to your solution, to your idea. The real world asks, does this actually help someone? So this is why you need to stay close to the problem. In practical environments, people will respect your effort, yes, definitely, but they will judge the result. So this is not unfair, this is really the reality. And so giving your best does not automatically mean that what you produce is the best. This is hard, but this is the reality. And fifth piece of advice is understand failure properly. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of the process to the success. And if you are willing to learn from it, then it's done. So, because there is a childish version of failure, where people think, I failed, therefore I'm not good enough. But there's a mature version of failure, where people think, I failed, therefore now I have more information that I didn't have before. So I can use those information to improve, to go up to the success. Sixth piece of advice, become reliable. This sounds basic, yes, but it's not. Reliability is one of the most underrated professional skills. Most people are intelligent, but they are not reliable. In business, your reputation is built through small behavior repeated consistently. People trust you when they know that you take responsibility and everything won't vanish. Seventh, and I'm almost finished, is do not wait for the perfect system before you start acting. So this is especially important for young people, especially in Italy, because you may look around and see many obstacles, bureaucracy, slow decision, limited resources, especially, complicated processes, traditional structure, and so on. So some of these are really frustrating. If you wait for the system to become perfect, then you will wait too long. The practical world is never perfect. So do not confuse limited resources with no possibility. Some of the best projects begin with very little. Small team, clear need, few conversation, one local partner, one first test. But what matters is not starting perfectly. What matters is starting intelligently. Last piece of advice is there's no I can't, as you told.
Correct.
Yeah, only I don't want to. And at least more often than what you think. So there are real limits, yes, time, resources, whatever. These things exist, and we should not pretend they do not, of course. But many times when people say I can't, what they really mean is I don't want, I am afraid. So be honest with yourself. Start to be honest with yourself. The honesty is really powerful. And then maybe you still decide not to do that, even though you cannot afford them, but then it's fine. Last, just to summarize, let me summarize because I think it's very short, very short. I would say that keep your intellectual curiosity always, but become concrete. Keep your ideas, but learn how to execute them. Keep your ambition, but stay close to reality. And keep your confidence, but remain humble enough to listen. And keep giving your best, but remember that your best today is not the limit of what you can do tomorrow, can become tomorrow. Okay, so build something that still works after the applause is over. This is really very important. So this is really, for me, is the bridge from theory to practice. And not abandoning what you have learned, not becoming less idealistic, not becoming cynical, but learning how to turn knowledge into decision, and decision into action, and action into a real impact.
Thank you all. Your insights, your precious insights are about the learning path that the students need. So thank you so much for your insights. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.